Jada, let Tupac rest in peace. Let him. Come on. Appalachia. What he said? What she said he got? Appalachia.
Alopecia. But he did.
But tell me what that is.
So alopecia.
But we ain't need to know that.
But
Dog a legend. He been dead 30 years. Appalachia.
Yep, alopecia. But
Alopecia.
I know Albert Hughes, he recently talked about it, like how they were a juice and he had stress patches, which is like a form of alopecia, and like shared the story of like why he cut his hair off.
She should have told us a Will story.
You right.
Talk about your husband, baby. You married him. Tell us how you fell walking down the carpet one time and we ain't know you ain't have on no panties or something.
Oh,
tell us, tell us, Will Pac gone. He got Appalachia.
Pinkett apart in this latest interesting conversation he apparently is putting out there. Now, did I just hear Rick Ross say that Jada Pinkett apparently married Will Smith? Like, how? I've never heard about this conversation. Well, you know, he also is asking Jada Pinkett to shush, keep quiet if she has nothing better to say about the late rapper. May he so rest in peace, Tupac Shakur. And his, her rant about alopecia, well, he unfortunately was not able to pronounce it. He said alopecia, whatever. We'll get into that very shortly. But of course, let's get the conversation going to the comment section. But recently also, Jada Pinkett seemed to be trending, and Rick Ross is coming to the defense of both guys. That is Will Smith and, Tupac Shakur. Now, after the expose and, of course, the memoir surrounding Jada Pinkett's latest book, that's The Woman in Me, that's apparently, Worthy, I beg your pardon, Woman in Me is for Britney Spears. Now, she has apparently gone so wild, and, of course, there have been some bombshells inside the book. Now, in the book, she spoke about Will Smith, how she apparently not not being married for 7 years. Also, after the book launch, she came out saying that Chris Rock apparently, after the slap, came to apologize to her. Later, also wanted her out. Like, they had to go and have some kind of relationship. Likewise, then also she brought out a conversation about late Tupac Shakur, saying that he unfortunately messed his untimely demise, kanketsi, alopecia. Now, according to Rick Ross, he says that, lady, talk about how you married Will Smith. Now, this is the part where it gets me a bit confusing. Like, is Rick Ross telling us that Jada Pinkett was the one that married Will Smith? Like, how? This is a serious expose over here. And he seemed to be knowing or telling, like, I think dude really has more to say. And maybe, who knows, he's planning to coming out to let us know exactly what really is happening between the Wilson's family. Because, guys, that could also mean or be the reason why Will Smith has become very numb and not willing to be speaking or talking after this whole memoir, brouhaha on social media. Now, people have been asking Will Smith to speak about it, but they have been second thought and, of course, conversation about this because, one, people will say that Will is being careful because there could be a financial agreement there. Also, now that Rick Ross is telling us that Jada married, Will Smith, is it really the fact about this conversation? I like the part where he said that Jada should talk about the family and stop talking about Tupac Shakur. Now, Tupac Shakur, yes, maybe they had something to do, but dude is no more. And everywhere Jada goes, she one way or the other drags in Tupac Shakur's name over there. And knowing how Rick Ross apparently, in fact, lately also he's been getting into some latest banter on social media with 50 Cent and other personalities. I don't know, maybe just 2023 ending is going to be a very interesting year for Rick Ross because he seemed to be revealing so much about certain personalities that we never know or thought about that such secret could be, around them. Now, I am really hoping to know knowing exactly what Rick Ross will be coming out with. But let's just take a listen to what she apparently said with reference to Tupac Shakur and Jada Pinkett's relationship.
Come on, Jada, let Tupac rest in peace. Let him. Come on. Appalachia. What she said he got? Appalachia.
Alopecia. But he did.
But tell me what that is.
So alopecia.
But we ain't need to know that.
But
dog a legend. He been dead 30 years. Appalachia.
Yep, alopecia. But
Alopecia.
I know Albert Hughes, he recently talked about it, like how they were a juice and he had stress patches, which is like a form of alopecia, and like shared the story of like why he cut his hair off.
She should have told us a Will story.
You right.
Talk about your husband, baby. You married him. Tell us how you fell walking down the carpet one time and we ain't know you ain't have on no panties or something.
Oh my.
Tell us, tell us, we don't, Pac gone. He got alopecia.
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 One time for everybody with alopecia, man.
Dude, it's alopecia. It's a medical condition. He basically was just trying to be sarcastic in this conversation. Let's just forgive him. Don't worry, we forgive you. But I think that it is indeed true. What Rick Ross is saying is very true. Why is Jada shifting away from talking about what really is important and not really focusing about that and really going about making it look as though everyone seemed to be part of her life? Like everyone, one way or the other, has to be part of her life. Whether alopecia, apolesia, whatever, like talk about that more. It's serious. Like, it's not funny, but I think Rick was just trying to be petty over here, a bit sarcastic over there. But interesting revelations about Chris Rock over there saying that Jada Pinkett married. That's the only thing I find very weird in this conversation. That really explains so much to me right now. That in fact, for me personally, I think that is the only thing that stands out for me. Like the only thing I feel like it's news to me currently. Like Jada Pinkett apparently. So why did they divorce? And who even suggested that they come back together after this whole 7 years or 6 years of breakup? Did Will Smith go behind closed doors to beg Jada Pinkett? Because of course, it would come to light that Jada was the one that married Will Smith, and eventually she broke up, or the relationship, or jilted the relationship for good. Now, this would have sounded very embarrassing to the couple, especially also to the black community, because Jada and Will Smith have painted a certain picture to the black community as though they are the most powerful couple so far in the black, Hollywood side. I mean, no slur word or allegations over here, but I'm just thinking out loud. Like, that could be the reasons why. But looking at what Rick Ross is saying, it tells us though that really is a reality. And that's what keeping Will Smith from talking about this whole memoir thing that seemed to have popped up, and of course, implicating him inside this conversation. So what is the conversation over here? Will Smith apparently didn't marry Jada Pinkett. However, Jada married Will Smith. Oh boy, like, guys, it's news to me. Like, I'm not saying that a lady marrying a guy is much of a big news, but considering this, the status, Will Smith, when did they marry? They married in the early 2000s after Will Smith's breakup. Then I think a year after, he apparently hopped up with Jada Pinkett, and so and knowing Will Smith, he was in his prime then. In fact, he had starred in so many blockbuster movies. He had garnered his name. He had amassed certain worth for himself. And here comes Jada Pinkett from nowhere, and all of a sudden, allegedly, well, I don't think that's the real. I think Rick Ross is just trying to be shady and petty over here. But, well, if this is anything to go by, well, dude, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Well, guys, let's know what you think about it inside the comment section. But he says Jada should focus about his apolesia and not alopecia. Well, guys.